All right, we're just not wanting to end the night. Kids are to bed now. We had some time hanging out with them. You must have left this on, eh? There's a button.
Oh, I didn't. No, sorry.
Alright, let me grab your thing for comments. We didn't even see what's going on. We just popped on again. So if people are gonna pop on, that's cool. If people aren't gonna pop on, we're just throwing and having fun. That's what we do. That's what we do. We are 19 away from 1,000 subscribers. And that's a big deal. So who knows if we hit that tonight? Who knows if we hit that tonight? All right. One of the knives I recently designed. All right, center balanced. If you you like handle heavy or front heavy knives or center balanced knives, whatever you prefer, as long as you're able to throw them well. Let me see, babe. These ones kind of ricochet away from me. That one throws well. I don't think I prefer anything. At this point in my training, I don't prefer any style of knife. Handle heavy, front heavy, or center balanced. The ones that I throw a lot of right now are the Tanto tips. They're called the Tortos, and these are center balanced. You know, I trained with more of a handle heavy knife, but at the end of the day, handle heavy, front heavy, they're all the same to me. Whoa, that is like direct bullseye, perfectly straight. That's exactly what I want.
Eli, Phew says hi. Freddy's Devo service is on.
EEPU. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. We're just hanging out.
Hi.
You're trying to go for that center one, eh? I'm trying to avoid it for you. Hit it. Because I don't want to hit it first, it will pop off. Nice throw, keep that up. Beautiful. Yeah, got a lot of different style knives. You want to get yourself into a point where you can throw anything. Any style of knife, you want to be able to throw it. So you want to have the same knife to start off with. Be consistent. Don't switch up your knives at the beginning. Pick a knife, front heavy, handle heavy, center balanced, whatever it is. You'll be able to train very well with that knife. Just push through that adversity and get good with it. No matter what you're throwing. Half spin, full spin, no spin, underhand, between the legs, upside down, hanging off a wall. You're gonna get good at it. Just stay consistent to it. I can't say enough how positive you gotta be in throwing.
Years and good times, nice throws, brother.
He's P. Diddy oiled up.
Canadian Power 14, go Canada. Challenger says hi.
Good to see some people stopping by. Go Canada, go. We're just having a good Friday night.
Don't come up behind me like that.
I waited till you threw. Hope everybody's enjoying the Friday. We like to get some tunes in the background so everybody has a good vibe, good mood. I am into pocket knives. My pocket knife is generally my self-defense, my hand-to-hand combat knife.
Yes,
so
it's not Friday, babe.
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Okay, that's what I meant. But yeah, having a pocket knife is easily concealed. I like having it on. If someone's mounding you and you're getting choked out, someone trying to kill you, you can just kind of like let go, grab the knife out of your pocket. This has a quick deploy mechanic, so when you pull it out of your pocket, the knife flips open and it's ready to be used, which I really like this knife. So yeah, having a pocket knife is like key to me. Maybe a boot knife, depending on what I'm wearing. but a pocket knife is a must. I like having a belt, and I like having a knife clip to that. And I also like to have a few others just meant for throwing, because you never want to throw away your last knife. Not an option. You don't throw away your last weapon.
Jake has joined. He's from Canada, Montreal. Thank you for joining the chat. Gears. Are knives easier than axes? I'm just wondering.
Yes. No! Sorry. I take that back. I'm throwing no spin. You know, if you're going to try to throw an axe without a spin, very difficult. The axe is going to rotate based on the weight distribution. So wherever you throw it, you can watch your axe. If it's hitting like this, you need to step back. If it's hitting like this, you need to step forward. And you just grip it in the same spot and you throw. And it's going to stick no matter what, same place every time. So it kind of does it for you. That's why there's a lot of axe establishments, axe bars, where you can just go and throw an axe, but you can't throw a knife there because it's safer and it's easier to train. You got your target. My target's made out of ashwood. It's much harder to stick this flat edge into ashwood, but it's possible.
Justin Heights is on. He's
Just a lot easier.
Hey man, just got done throwing for a little bit.
Yo, Justin, it's good
Welcome
to see
back,
you here,
Justin.
brother. Good to see you here, brother. Justin is the man in the house. Everyone show some love to Justin in the chat. You're the man, bro. No joke.
Gears
no
and
joke.
good times.
You just have a spot here, bro.
Gears and good times. Just subscribe. Thank you. Glad I found this channel. This is awesome.
You see that? So axes are really easy. I don't throw them much. What the thing though is, when this thing into my target, it destroys that target a lot more. Rather than a little poke from a knife, this whole edge just made its entrance into that target. That's gonna hurt my target a lot more. Same thing goes, which I just cleaned this bad boy up. The shock ram. Like Xena Warrior Princess. All this is gonna hit. Wherever this goes into the target, there's a large portion of it going into my target. This thing is awesome to throw. It's fun. That thing is it's just a serious weapon. The history comes from India, and they wore it on their neck. They would throw it with weapons. So they would have something and they would like go on this and they'd chuck it. They'd have a whole bunch of different ways to throw their shock ram. It's just like a more heavy duty ninja star. More weight, more cut points. And regardless, you're gonna hit your target. So it's very cool. Hard to conceal nowadays. Hard to be realistic with this as a weapon, but it could be. It could be just really freaking hard to bring it with you. You want weapons that are easily concealed. If you're in war, what's not concealed is your firearm. But that thing can freaking go.
Vincent wants to know, can you throw spears too?
Absolutely. Spears are real fun, real easy. The spear I have is like custom. This thing's beautiful. It's like a pool cue. So they're two pieces that come together and have a lot of engravings. This could be stronger, so if I throw it in there, it's gonna bend. But it's bent in a way to give you that more of a balance of a throw. It sticks into the target, but the steel is very flexible and bends. So I can bend it right and pull it out. But the spears are fun. I've thrown swords, I've thrown spears, anything. One thing that I like to throw, and I love to show people, because if you get pumped up and you want to throw, you can grab yourself a screwdriver and you can throw it. Just work it. I gotta step a little bit back, same grip. Oh, right in the card. That's how you want to throw right now? You can throw right now. No problem. Anything pointy is going to work.
Okay, so
I want everybody to throw. So grab yourself something pointy and throw it.
Bear Leg, you remember he was a professional axe thrower one time he was on with us?
Oh yeah.
He's on. Says, hey y'all,
Yo, I was just throwing an axe, man. I was just throwing an axe. Rare occurrence, but I was.
Someone asked, are you training for the 100 men versus gorilla?
If I had a gorilla coming at me and all I had was a knife, I'd probably keep it in my hand. If I had 2 knives, I'd throw one at the gorilla and I'd keep one in my hands. So being able to throw a knife gives you one more tool in the box.
Can you throw a saw blade?
Yes, I can throw saw blade. It's just like a shot cramp. I really don't have to. It's actually easier. Do I have any saw blades available? Just because when someone asks, I like to deliver.
While you're looking, Justin Height says he's throwing, I don't know if this is a spell, like the spelling, Tinto, or is that supposed to be Tanto style
Tanto,
blades?
T-A-N-T-O?
Yeah. Well, this one says Tinto, so I think he meant Tanto.
Justin has Tanto tip knives. And
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Tanto style blades. Very cool.
I don't think I have. Oh, wow. I don't think this is going to be able to stick in this hardwood, but you got the spikes going a certain way. So we're going to grab this on the bottom like I would my shot cram, and we're going to see if this sticks. I've seen people kick it, but again, soft wood deceives people, and really the hardness, like the difficult level, the difficulty, if you have a soft target, goes down. This is one of the hardest targets you can get. Other than like maybe ironwood. This is soft wood. Hardwood, ashwood. Ashwood, they make baseball bats out of. Baseball bats are meant to be hard to smash without breaking. So let's see if I can actually, this is huge too. This is what, 14 inch, 12 inches? And unlike a shock ram, it doesn't give you an option to hold it. So I'm looking to, oh! I mean, it's not that hard. It's like a Ninja Star shock cram throwing cards. There's edges all over this thing to catch.
Roto Ruti wants to know if you could throw a fart.
Throw a what?
A fart.
A fart?
Yeah, you throw a fart.
Yeah, what I do to the wife is I cup it and I throw. So I fart, I cup it, and I throw it.
Gross.
Cup it, throw it.
Martin,
It works very effectively.
Martin's back in our chat. He says, I
Martin.
threw a lot of stuff growing up, double-bladed axes, knives, and a lot of Rambo knives. Cody is back on. He wants
Martin,
to
nice
know,
to see you, bro.
He wants to know what's the sign above the target.
The sign above the target is my belief, my faith. It's what runs my life. Joshua 24:15 is a Bible verse that says, me and my house, if we were to choose today who we serve the Lord. Period. I don't serve the government. If the government makes me go against my God, I'm not going to follow them. Like, I'm just going to stand up for what I believe in, what I know is true. And the Western culture, United States and Canada, we've brought together a way of giving the people more freedoms because of the belief in Jesus Christ. Period. That's the facts. People don't want to believe in God, that's cool, but the reason you're able to have a freedom to not believe in God came from God.
Your flag under your target.
Oh, lest we forget. Remembrance Day. Lest we forget. Past, present, and future soldiers, people that serve their country in the military, that flag is for you. Much respect and love.
Blue Rainer says respect on that. Martin put a bunch of thumbs up and sparkles to what you said. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to catch up here. Justin Height says, my 50 cal custom muzzle loader rifle stock is made of ashwood. Ashwood is really strong.
Wow, yeah, sounds like a cool freaking rifle.
Yeah.
Ashwood is really strong. I beat this target up. I have very aggressive knife tips, and I throw very hard. So I've turned that thing into a dartboard, but in certain areas where I don't hit a lot, like around the edges, it's still really, really hard.
What is your code on Nobody's Knife Works?
Coolest.
Okay,
Coolest. Everything's in the description. You can find all my email, links, where to shop. You can use Coolest, Coolest, and you'll get 10% off. Or you can reach out to me in my email. Let me know what you're looking at, and I'll see if I can get you a deal.
Justin Heights is checking into a couple more throwing knives, design blades, so I told him to check out Nobody's Knife Works.
Yes, absolutely. And think about what you like, because you can always reach out to Mark, Nobody's Knife Works, the boss, and you can ask him, like, you can tell him, like, this is what I'm wanting. I don't see it on your shop, but this is what I want. He'll make it for you. He'll customly make it for you, like, which you get exactly what you're looking for. You can draw something out, make something unique, something that is speaking to you. You look at a few knives, you combine them together into the knife you want, he'll make it for you. Super cool to do that. I got 2 knives. We got 1 in there. 2 knives again.
Bryce, I believe that's the name. Bryce wants to know if you can throw a double-sided switchblade.
A double-sided
Switchblade.
switchblade. Oh, like a butterfly knife. I don't have a butterfly knife.
Someone asked that too, if you could throw a butterfly.
A butterfly knife is illegal in Canada. Anything spring action or butterfly knife, Ninja Stars are illegal in Canada. But I have this automatic tree light from Cold Steel, and that's something I really like. But when it comes to folders, you can throw anything pointy. I can throw that, I can stick that, but it's gonna break eventually. It's just not smart to throw a folder. I wouldn't recommend anybody doing that.
Barley was the one that won the giveaway last live. The professional axe thrower. He's the one that won the giveaway last time.
Ronnie did, and then Ricardo.
And Barley, I won your next giveaway.
Did you reach out to me, Barley? If
Yeah,
you did,
last time I was on here, I won your giveaway.
right, you had to reach out to me. If you don't reach out to me by taking a screen caption of your name and send it to me in an email to prove that it was you, because I'm pretty sure you are the winner. You got to reach out to me and send me an email. I had about 4 or 5 people that won and never reached out to me. So maybe that was you, but just reach out to me, show me that it's you, take a screen capture of your name, kind of near where you say you're a subscriber. Take a screenshot of that, because you have to be a subscriber to win. And then send me an email and I'll get you your reward.
Big Dog E wants to know, can he send you a throwing knife?
You absolutely can, man. I'll do whatever I can to make that thing look like a boss.
You can check out in the description Josh's email's there, so you can reach out to him there, send him an email, he'll get back to you.
I'm telling you, there's not many people in the world that will throw like me.
When is your next giveaway?
Well, I want to give, there's a few people there's 4 people. I've done a giveaway with 4 people that won. I want to get them their giveaways before I keep tacking on more. I just recently tried to do every week a giveaway, and that just started to pile up a lot of work on my boss, the sponsor that gives back to you. So I'm taking a break from doing that and getting the giveaways done, and then once they're done, I'm gonna start doing my own giveaways, and I'm gonna start doing maybe like $100 towards Nobody Knife Works once a month. And then for the other 2 weeks, I'll do something of my own designs. I'll give away my knife signed, and I'll be able to give you a knife signed by me.
Isaiah just liked and subscribed.
Thank you, Isaiah. I love that name.
Barley said, no, I didn't reach out. I'm not any good with technology, but I just have fun playing.
Oh, I think I remember that now. Oh.
Justin Height said that'd be really cool giveaway. Signing the knife.
Yeah, I would sign it etched, so I would engrave it. If that's something cool that people like, I kind of want to get that out there to see what you guys think. I was also thinking of doing a giveaway for axes, not just knives, tomahawks, axes, throwing cards, whatever's a weapon that can be thrown. I kind of want to do a giveaway for that. But I'm definitely doing a lot more designs, my own designs, and I thought that maybe I'd give away something like this, where I threw a little fuller down the side where you can put your thumb in it for no spin.
Anthony's amazing.
That's something, my own design right there. Show you how that throws. The knives that I've been making, I put a lot of effort, it's like they're turning out really nice. So I've made a lot. One of my favorites. I keep coming up with designs. Obviously, I'm a meteorologist for the military, so I love the lightning bolt design. It works really well. That design there, where your fuller, where your thumb can go in there, and really give yourself more a smooth delivery. Like that thing comes out of my hand like a bullet. The tip is super aggressive. Let's hit a moving target with this.
Okay, so Bryce wants to send you a knife. He makes knives and plays basketball or baseball. Sorry.
Baseball's my sport. That's what got me into knife throwing.
Told him to reach out to you via emails in the description. Anthony's Amazing Fudge liked and subbed.
Who is the one that just said they would give me a knife?
Bryce.
Him. Much respect and love, bro. Like my wife just said, you just reach out to me in the email description below. We'll work together and we'll figure things out. I'll probably end up sending you something. I appreciate it. I don't take anything for granted. So for someone to reach out to me to maybe test their knives or show off their knives and how well they are, I'll do whatever I can. I'll make a video. I'll do it live. I'll do whatever I can to show off your stuff. But I'll be honest. So just know that. I will be honest.
Big Dog E also wanted to send you a knife. He already said he sent you an email.
That's Big Dog?
Two people want to send you a knife.
So I know
Bryce
yeah.
and Big Dog.
Big Dog.
Yes, he already sent you an email.
Okay, man. Perfect. I will reach out to you. If not tonight, I will definitely reach out to you tomorrow, and we'll figure out the details. But like I said, for the most part, people that will send me something, I'm most likely going to send you something. So the favor's going to be returned. I don't just take something. It's hard for me to accept any gifts. So we're going to be in contact, and we'll freaking hook each other up.
So Anthony's Amazing Fudge, he liked it subbed, and he says, I make 100 flavors of fudge. That's a lot. That's
Yo, fudge is a good thing. Fudge is delicious. I would put that all over my ice cream. Cheat days, right? You don't have one cheat day a week. So we're going to hit a moving target right now. I love hitting moving targets. It's an excellent training drill. And I don't call it a trick shot anymore because just watch how quick I can do it. Oh. Sometimes it happens right off the bat. Sometimes it doesn't. That's okay. This is a great drill to do. As long as you're hitting the can, be positive. Everyone misses. It's okay. This knife is a bit weird. It's very front heavy.
Big Dog says these throwing knives you can keep. They have paracord handles.
Okay, I have paracord handles here in knives.
Bryce also says
I might take the paracord off, but I'll be very honest in how I review your knife. Paracord handles don't bother me. It's actually a good grip, very versatile. So depending on what you're going to send me, I might really like it.
And then Bryce says, yes, I want to see how I can make improvements on my knives and my throwing cards.
Absolutely. Oh, throwing cards too are amazing. They're very fun to throw, very easy to throw. And like I said, I will be honest. I will be as honest as possible. But I'm not, when I do reviews, I gotta be straight with you. I don't try to kill your knife. Because if anyone's gonna treat a knife to the point where they're trying to break it, they're stupid. So I don't try to beat your knife up and be like, oh, this still can handle me smashing a cinder block. Who's gonna grab their knife and stab a cinder block? I'm gonna throw this knife at Ashwood. I'm gonna freaking do what I do with every knife that lasts. But I'm not gonna be stupid with it. I'm gonna do the things I can do with any knife. And I'm gonna see if your knife can hold up to the tests. I already blew a hole right through this. That's alright, let's get this. Got my smoking hot wife as the moderator. Thank you, Rochelle, for reading the comments. It helps me kind of stay fluid.
Very welcome. PJ just joined. He says hi.
If I can hit 1,000 subscribers tonight, wow, I'll be freaking pumped. That's like, what? Alright, here we go. Pin in a can. Throw the can, pin the can to the wood. The can trick. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Normally I have this a little quicker. Let's do it right now. See, I thought this knife would do it. It's a weird knife, but I can stick it. I can stick it. If I get it within 10 throws, I'm happy.
Bearla says, get that unicorn.
Oh, you know, you've been around
he's been
before.
Around.
That's so hard to do. It's just by accident.
Bryce says he's also made a drawing of your background.
He's made a what?
A drawing of your background?
Really, eh? Like this whole setup here?
Maybe.
That's
Maybe
really
he can be a
cool.
little more descriptive.
Email me and send me that. I'll use it in a thumbnail.
Can you throw with both hands at the same time, one knife in each hand?
Absolutely, I'll do that right after this. I'm having a hard time with this because I like to under-rotate this knife.
I guess Bryce said yep, so that must mean...
You send me that picture. I would love to use it as a thumbnail. I would love to blow it up in a picture. Wow, that sounds cool, Bryce.
Big Dog says, thank you for your service, keeping us safe. It means a lot, and have an angel over us.
Appreciate that, man. 20 years serving, still serving. Appreciate that. Everybody that served, past, present, and future, got a lot of love and respect for you. Wow. This thing is taking a bit. I've never pinned a can with this knife before. Never. Ready to bullseye. I'm pretty sure I'm at like 9 or 10 right now. So, we better get this soon. We better get this soon. Oh, it's not even making it to the target. I beat this can so much.
Justin says, sorry if you missed your live earlier. He was still at work at the tattoo shop.
All good, man.
All good. We had so much fun. We came out again.
Are you a tattoo drawer? Is that what you do?
Artist?
Artist? Drawer.
That's probably why he drew your background. And
that went right into the card.
So he pinned a can to the card on the backboard.
Yeah. It went right to the card. That was a sweet hit.
Reddit Mom says, woo!
I'm trying to get it off so you can see it in the card. There you go.
He's amazing fudge. I got him.
Center cut in the card. Boom! That was sick. Pin in a can, there's just there's just nothing quite like it. Pin in a can is super rewarding, satisfying. It definitely teaches you skill. And I did it with this weird shaped knife that I designed. Again, my thumb kind of slides when I throw. It comes out my hand. You can see all the target mess there. I always mirror finish my blades. So there's like really nice, sexy lines on it. Really fun to throw that.
Justin is a 30-plus year
Wow.
professional tattoo artist.
Wow. That's sick, man. Honestly, would kind of want to tattoo from you then. Like, that sounds pretty cool. What's your specialty?
Anthony's asking him right now, what state are you in?
What's-
Everyone always wants to be friends with a tattoo artist.
Yeah. What specialty do you do? Like,
Realism.
Yeah, realism.
Black and white.
color? You into a little bit of everything? I knew I'd drop a knife over here somewhere. And I knew my can. I was like, oh, where'd my can go? There it is. You ripping it? Were you just ripping it a bit there?
I just did a little throw. Ronnie says, nice shot. Welcome back, Ronnie. I'm gonna send you a pocket knife
Wow.
for your private collection.
I
It
can't
dates
believe
back to
that.
Civil War. That is
Wow.
sick.
Yeah, I don't think I would throw that. But I would definitely do a review on it and show it off. What
That's
love and appreciation do I have for anybody that's being kind to me, man? Kindness goes a long way in my heart. You don't just do something like that for anybody. So much respect and love. You wanna go for those cards? I just sniped some.
The skull guy said hi.
I will show people some of my coolest knives. Nice bullseye. Right in the card. There you go. Me got one. You got one. Yukasa, Yukasa. So I'll show you guys something that is super cool.
Josh's knives aren't fun to get out of the target. Oh boy, she dark.
All right. I know it's dark. I know you guys can't see, but this is a knife. It has moon glow spacers. These things are like the coolest thing. If you were to custom make a knife, these things are, they're like, I don't know, the coolest thing in the world. You won't lose your knife. They last for like 12 hours long. If you keep it in the sunlight all day, you shine your flashlight on it like I do, right? And then you turn it off. This is absolutely the most raddest thing. It really, you can't lose it. It just gives you more of a wow factor. I was throwing this thing in the dark and you can see it like a laser, just laser shots. It's super awesome. If you're custom making a knife, check this out. Check out Moon Glow Spacers. Super freaking awesome. Just wanted to show that off. I don't think many people are aware of the certain customizations on a knife you can make. And yeah, some of them, when you whip them out in front of your friends, if you're out camping, just that wow factor.
Big Dog is, where's his comment? Where'd it go? Oh man, everything's all weird.
Got a lot of
Big
knives
Dog
up here.
says, have a great night. Talk to you soon, bro.
Absolutely, Big Dog. Thank you for stopping by, man. You're part of the family now.
So Justin says, a little bit of everything. I really like freestyle, which is more of an old school and a new school graffiti style, but I really enjoyed old school traditional.
Like tribal, I like, you know, black and white type of stuff. That's pretty cool stuff, man. I like that. Thank you for getting my knives.
Yeah.
Justin, man, you get cooler and cooler in my books. Babe, this came from Brandon's channel to my channel. Nice throw, nice throw. Nice, bro. When it comes to knives, like you can get, for no spin knives, you can get center balance knives, handle heavy knives, front handle. You know, to train, you might want to get yourself a handle heavy knife. This will help you learn no spin, probably better than any style, any type of knife. It doesn't even look like a knife, kind of looks like a prop. But if you can learn to throw no spin with this, you'll be able to throw anything. And I don't think I would put down a handle heavy knife now, a front heavy knife, or a center balance knife. Any knife I can throw very well. But stay consistent with your first knife. That's your training knife. That's the thing that's going to give you good habits. Don't get a knife that's going to give you bad habits, and that's super long and overweight. Get yourself a good knife. Do the research. Reach out to me, and I can get you all the information I can possibly give with the 6 years that I've been throwing knives, so that you can start off in the right direction, so you don't build any bad habits or anything like that. It can slow you down, right? Your development in learning a new skill. By making the wrong choices on what you're using at the beginning. If you have the wrong mentors in your life, that can hurt you. You know, if you're listening to your friends and that's all you got, you might have to make the decision to say, no, I'm not going to listen to them. That might be the best decision you can do, and then try to do it on your own. You know, do the research, reach out. There's a lot of visual ways to learn nowadays through YouTube and other social medias. Or just reach out to people like me who are offering you free help, free guidance, and I'll give you everything. And then you can just critique it and use it or don't use it.
So, Berla asked, did I miss the double throw? But,
double throw.
Weenie Beanie Burr. I have a few knives I sharpen on occasions. All but one of them will shave hair, and I'm having issues with the one. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Any tips?
Say that again?
He has a few knives he likes to sharpen on occasion. All but one of them will shave hair, but I'm having issues with one. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Any tips?
So that angle, it depends on your blade and how it's grinded. To the angle, 45 degrees that you gotta sharpen it. And are you using leather afterwards? Are you kind of like, I don't know exact terminology, but I do sharpen my knives. But I also know I have different grits of rock. So I have like heavy, medium, and light. And each one will give me a different sharpen. So what I do is I wet my finest rock, because usually my knives don't need too much shaved off. So I'll wet. You gotta wet that rock, completely wet it. Some people might spit, but you could just use some water, wet your rock, and just go over in the same angle every time. Over and over. You don't need to do it even too much. And then you can get some wax, and you wax your leather straps with wax. You'll see if you research how to sharpen knives on YouTube. People have wax, like candle wax, and they rub the candle wax on their leather. And then when you finish off to get it razor sharp on that wax leather, couple times, couple strokes, 5 on each side, and then you test it out. Not good? Go back to your wet rock, do a couple strokes back and forth. You can go in one area and kind of just slightly kind of like move it, but I like going back and forth with it. Same angle on each side. Right? If you want to like kind of like brush it, you can try different techniques, different movements, as long as you're getting a consistent angle. You don't want to switch up your angle. That's going to screw you up. So you want to keep that angle the same way. Wet your rock a lot. Keep it wet. And then get your leather strap waxed up. Boom, 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 boom.
It has a thick chain and blade. Would that be the difference?
It's harder. You know, because you might not be able to cover it. That's why you kind of will start on one edge and you'll brush it. The whole knife will go like this rather than straight across. So you'll get it and you'll kind of like brush your blade across. And it just takes time in learning how to keep your blade at the same angle every time. You want it perfectly lined up. And you don't want to do one side more than the other side. They got to be, if you're going to do 5 on one, do 5 on the other, and then go to the leather. 5 on one, 5 on the other. keep it very consistent and then test it. You don't need to do tons of work. Some steel is easier to sharpen than others. So depending on your steel, you might have to sharpen it more, and you might have to. Some others might have to sharpen less. Softer steel from like tops, they make it very easy to sharpen your steel in the field. So if you got a dull knife, you can easily sharpen it with a rock. Harder steel is going to take a little longer, so it does depend on the type of steel you have as well. 2 knives at once. Oh, both in the bullseye, just like that.
Nice. There you go.
When it comes to throwing 2 knives at once, you can't get a follow through. You can't throw the way you normally do. You got to kind of hold still and right, but it's doable.
So you answered that question for Weenie Beanie Burr. He says thank you. He subscribed.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Bryce is him. He's the one that wants to send you a knife, but his email's not working. But he wants to know if he could message you. He says he can still message androids. I guess you'd have to give him your phone number somehow. I don't know.
I'm not gonna give my phone number out live.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, maybe you can reach out to me on Facebook. If you wouldn't mind, put your name or your email, and I'll reach out to you. So throw that in there. My wife will take a screen caption of your email or your name on Facebook or some type of social media, and I can reach out to you that way. Bullseye. Bullseye. Oh man, bullets. I love throwing, and when you get really good and you don't have to miss, because I don't know if I missed once since I started, it's just awesome.
SK says paper discs on a bench grinder is the cheat code.
Paper disc on a bench grinder, yes.
I guess to sharpen. Justin says, where the man I can sharpen my knife on a pair of blue jean pants with a little bit of sand.
Pretty much, yeah. There's like, how do we think we sharpen knives in the past? Rocks. You just pick up a rock. Different grits of rock.
Do you have Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, he's got Instagram.
Coolest Weatherman on Instagram. Coolest Weatherman. I just whipped up Instagram not too long ago, so I'm new on it, but you can get cool. You type in Coolest Weatherman, reach out to me on Instagram. I gotcha. Or if you want me to reach out to you, again, just share me your name, and I'll search you on Instagram and I'll find you.
Justin says, little backwoods knowledge. Anything that will dull a knife will shape a knife and will sharpen a knife.
Yep, you just got to get the right movements.
Bryce says, okay, thanks. He's going to try and reach out to you.
Awesome, buddy. Appreciate
Instagram.
that. Oh.
Did I miss anything else?
Yeah, sometimes online with the recent technology and AI, you gotta watch about the information you give online.
Yeah.
Even my email in the description is too much, and I've been realizing maybe I gotta make a new email just for my account for people on YouTube to reach out. So you'll probably see my email change, but you know, if people were to look back on my old videos, they'd probably find my email. But maybe I'll change it all. It's something smart. You just got to take that extra precaution. You hit that card. Man, Sai, you are absolutely one of the most laziest dogs in the world.
Our dog's just on the couch under a blanket, snoring away. And he did that for 2.5 hours our last live.
He loves it. He loves it. He'll sleep all day.
Show the crowd.
He loves.
That's what we have to look at, everyone.
He loves it. He just is so chill all the time. All right, I see it. At Bryce Plays Ball 32. Perfect.
You screenshot it.
Okay, I'll let him know that you reached out to me, man. Sure, you can email me too, man. Whatever works. I'll do whatever. I already screenshotted your name, so we'll get in touch, man. We're friends now.
Got one card. That's one.
I like that by Justin Hits. I like that little backwoods knowledge.
Backwoods knowledge.
He really doesn't need to snore that much, you know? He's acting like he's out cold. Okay. Alright, I'll wait for your email, man.
Got Big Dog already sent you an email.
I would absolutely follow you, man. No problem at all. Bryce is him. I will, when I'm done this live, I'll whip onto my YouTube and I'll give you a follow. A follow is a sub, yeah. I don't have many subscribers, but one of these days, you never know, right? You never know. You never know. Do a little.
I can do that.
Just on the finger under the balance point, and you can stop it, and you can go the other way. You go one way, right? Quick, and then the other way. Boom. Nice little, nice and fast. I like to throw fast. Fast and hard and accurate.
Justin says he doesn't have any kids, so he takes care of his American boxer.
Oh, that's
Beautiful
awesome.
dog. Beautiful breed.
2 knives at once. One stuck in there. That's why I would never throw 2 knives at once in any combat situation. Anybody who's getting into knife throwing, you might get into the community, and there's a lot of people that'll try to convince you they're so good at something. And one of the things is throwing 2 knives at once in combat. I would rather throw 2 knives if I had 2 knives back to back than both at the same time and throw 2 weapons away at once. What if it's a bad throw and both the weapons are gone? Just because you can do something good doesn't mean you have to do it. I like passing that. I like saying that. That might be my saying. My saying is just because you're good at something doesn't mean you have to do it. Got to be realistic. You got to be tactical. Here's 2 knives at once. That looks insane. That looks deadly. I would never do that in combat. I would rather throw one at a time. Perfectly done. More power. More accuracy. And then I have another knife too. I have another knife. I only threw 1. I don't have to throw 2 and be like, oh, I made a bad throw. Now I don't have any knives. Here's again. 2 knives at once.
Bryce's email's in the description.
See that spark? Nice spark. You see a spark? Check your knives for birds.
Bryce says he only has 34 subs. Anthony's Amazing Fudge said, I just hit 63 subs today. Let's go.
Let's go. Guys, reach out to those guys. Give them a sub. Check out their content. See if you like it. That's all I can say. I'm a slow grinder. If I had 200 subs for the rest of my life, I'd still do what I love to do. As long as you love doing what you're doing, keep doing it. Don't focus on the subs or the likes. If you're a new content creator, just worry about improving yourself every time. Every video you put out, just think of a way to improve it. Get the right mentors in your life that can critique you and say, make this better, make this better, make this better. Every video you put out, make this better. And just focus on that. And after 100 videos, then we'll get serious. Then we'll get serious. Just work on every video you put out, make it better and better. I didn't do that. I put out 500 videos and didn't care. Just was doing it because I just didn't care. And then when I got serious, which was just a few months ago, I blew up. Half my subscribers, I doubled. And even though that's not a lot, in the amount of time, that's a lot to me. And I knew the differences I was doing. I was just looking at improving myself. So you'll get to that 1,000K subscribers a lot quicker if you just focus on improving yourself. Don't worry about the subs, don't worry about the likes, don't worry about the shares, don't worry about anything. Just worry about your content that you're putting out. And I'm telling you, the results will come. YouTube is getting back to YouTube. And you don't need all the lights. You don't need all the production cameras. You need to be you throwing out a video on the tube. And I'm telling you that will work.
Thank you, Anthony. I was just supposed to do that. QPU says super dope, man. Justin Hit says I probably have enough tattoos of people. I have enough tattoos of people think I'm a city slicker, but I'm not. I'm just a backwoods hillbilly.
You're awesome, man. That sounds great.
Anthony says I'm gonna call him Anthony Fudge.
Anthony
I don't
Fudge?
have regular content on my stuff all over the place like I do my head.
Yeah, usually your content has to be consistent. Don't be all over the place. Pick something and make it like a business. This is the way you're gonna go. This is the route you're taking. For me, it's knife throwing. I might have tried to get into bushcrafting, ATVing, crossbow, Pokemon even, because I'm a Pokemon guy. And I just had to take a step back and be like, what am I really into this? I'm into knife throwing, health and fitness. And I said, I'm going to focus on those two things. And then you put those in your keyword searches. And then you throw those in your hashtags. And you just make your content all the same in a way. Like you're all on the same topic.
Sorry, just one moment. Bryce, on the live, you're going to press right where it shows 62 watching. Press more. On the right hand of the screen. Nicely done, babe. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Right hand of the screen, you're going to see his description. There's little green check marks, and it says giveaway winners. Email me a screenshot, and his email's right there.
Yo, that's sick.
That was very nice.
That was absolutely bullseye.
Yeah.
That was right in the bullseye. And it was the first throw. I was like, you know what? I love throwing cans. I'm just going to throw a can, and you just hit it first throw. There's not many people in the world, if any, can do just grab a can, throw it, and hit it first time. I love hitting moving targets. Oh man, in and out, because it's so hard. The target there is so hard. Great. Throwing knives is great.
Bryce is apparently having the hardest time to find your email in the description, even though...
Did I take it away?
No, it's still there.
Yeah,
I just told him how to get to it. I just don't want you to have to type your email.
It's okay if I type my email in.
Okay, there you go, Bryce.
It's just my number, that's not cool. There you go, man. There's my email. Can you show me a half spin on the knives? That's what my wife's doing. She's throwing half spin. She's throwing it military half spin. So the blade isn't going to hurt her hand when she grabs it. You can throw half spin like this. You can throw half spin like this. When I throw half spin, I like to throw it just like I throw no spin. That's how I throw no spin. Look at the difference. I flip it around and I throw it the same way. So when I throw, I just gotta pick my distance and I can throw it the same way. So it's about 4 meters right there. Felt comfortable, no problem. I like throwing half spin. I've done it more than anything else, but I'm very consistent and I'm very disciplined in throwing no spin. To be people say you can't master something. Well, if you want to try, you better stay dedicated to it, not change things up and do different things and try different things. Of course, you're not going to get there. If you keep, going away from what you're trying to get a master at. So if I'm going to be a master at no spin, which I'm trying. It might take me decades, but I stay very consistent. I throw hours a day Today, I already did a 3-hour live. I'm about to do another 3-hour live. 6 hours of throwing today, and I enjoy it. I love it. That you're just going to get better the more consistent you are and patient you are at learning the skill you're trying to learn.
So he asked about the half spin, but he says, I can't land my knives, they just bounce off. Is there any other techniques?
Yeah, so I'm throwing no spin. But if you're throwing half spin and they're bouncing off, it depends on what knife you're using. But if you're throwing it, right, you're throwing it, understand the rotation, you're throwing it, and it's doing this. So if you're landing over like this, you rotated too much, and you want to step closer. If you step closer, try the same grip and throw it again. If it's still landing too high up, step closer. Or you can bring your hand up the knife, and that will slow the rotation down. So if it's rotating too much and it's hitting, the handle's up, then you can bring your hand up and try it again. Or you can step closer. If you're landing and your handle's down, then you can step further back. It's under rotated. So then you can bring your hand down the knife, stay in the same position, same distance, and just bring your hand down the knife. Or you can step further back, hold it in the same grip you did when you missed, and you might get it. You're just looking at how the knife is rotating in the air. Obviously, you want it to stick in the target straight. I throw no spin. Some people call it quarter spin, because when you let it go out of your hand, it's doing a slight rotation into the target. A slow rotation. It's flying 7 meters and it's going into the target without rotating 50%, 180 degrees, or 100 or 360 degrees. It's just rotating maybe 45 degrees at most into the target. So that requires you to use your index finger to cancel out the rotation as it slides out your hand. You want to slow that rotation down by brushing it as it comes out of your hand. It looks a lot different when I throw because it's very fast. But when I'm letting go, that finger is doing the last bit of work. Body mechanics will stay the same, whether I throw rotationally or no spin. The body mechanics are going to stay the same. Everything that changes is in my hand, is in my finger, and in my fingers right here. Everything happens right here. So I can throw rotation like that. I can flip my knife around and throw half spin.
Sorry, I have an announcement to make. You just hit 1K subscribers.
I hit 1,000 subscribers! We hit 1,000 subscribers! Thank you, everybody! Woo, 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 woo! That is awesome! And I said it to everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a lucky subscriber, a lucky commenter in this video, and I'm going to get you 6 knives sent your way. So whoever's making a comment, one of you randomly are going to be picked. So thank you everybody for letting me hit that milestone. It took me 6 years, almost 6 years to get there, but the grind is slow and I don't care. If I had 200 subscribers, I'd still be happy. And I say it over and over again. I honestly, it's just obviously going to be better, more people that want to hang out. So awesome shout out to all of you guys. You all rock.
So Dragon joined the chat. Hi Dragon. You can call us Nighthawk.
Yeah, you can call us Nighthawk.
Anthony says, wow, that's a lot, but very useful. Thank you. He says, let's go. Michael says that's cool as F. 1K. Trevor subscribed, he said. Sorry, I don't want to miss Dylan's comment here. So Dylan said, I started with the Smith & Wesson throwing knives, and then I started making Ninja Stars.
Yeah, the Smith & Wesson knives aren't the best throwing knives out there. I know the ones you're talking about. They have like a little hollow center. They're not the best knives, but they work. If you can get your hand on something that's pointy and steel, it will work. You can throw a screwdriver and it's gonna work. Right into the card, awesome. You can throw anything. But Ninja Stars are obviously super easy to throw, super fun. Anything pointy, like I said, is gonna stick. It's right into that card right away.
So Anthony says, now the way you explained it, that way I'm going to try it again.
You can throw so many different ways. Like underhand, overhand. You see how many ways I threw there? 3 different ways. All no spin. Once you understand how to cancel that rotation, you can throw any way you want.
Michael said, I tuned in on the instant you hit 1K. Never seen this, but interested. Subbed and liked.
Oh, bad. Thank you, bro. You want to go under the legs? Oh, almost did it.
He also used to throw stars, he says.
Yeah, ninja stars are pretty sick.
Anthony says, awesome, Michael. Welcome to the amazing knife throwing family. Let's go.
Let's go. I gotta go closer. Oh. It's tough between the legs. It's not easy. Let's try that again with all these. All right, we're talking a lot about ninja stars. Ninja stars, to me, are very similar to this. Because he's just making a lot of noise, eh?
Oh, he's snoring.
So throwing cards, I mean, they're illegal in Canada, but they're very similar to ninja stars because there's just a pointy edge all the way around. You pinch grip it so you don't get yourself cut. You don't want to put your fingers on it or grab it. You want to kind of like pinch it in between your thumb and your index finger, and then you just look at the target and throw it. You're just letting go. And they're super easy to freaking throw, super fun. Anybody can throw them. That's why they're illegal in Canada. Because anybody can throw them. And that means it's dangerous. And Canada is very snowflake-ish. It's very snowflake-ish. Let's try this under the leg again. Come on, under the leg. Ah, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. What? I love throwing like a baseball player. I love leaning back. Oh, I'm throwing everything I got. Even if I miss, that's gonna hurt.
Michael says, thank you. Black Tri Wildfire says, I used to use saw blades. I used saw blades.
Yeah, you can make saw blades. You got an angle grinder, you can cut that up, and as long as you make it pointy, you'll be able to get something that's sticky.
Dylan, thank you. He says, love from Michigan. Michael says, throwing cards stop someone in their tracks.
Oh yeah, they will. Saw blade, excellent steel. You draw your knife out, you cut it out the way you would want it. You know, try to save as much steel as possible. You can make a bunch of knives out of one saw blade. The steel is awesome too. I don't know exactly what steel it is. If it's like a spring steel or tool steel, it's probably tool steel. You can make knives out of that, no problem. And if you wanted, you can throw it. Really easy to throw, like a shot cram. But you can definitely make knives out of anything as long as it's steel. That's the joy of knife throwing too. You could make steel. As a kid, you play with Play-Doh. As an adult, you play with steel.
Anthony says, wow, with a bunch of laughing faces after you threw that.
It's like a shot cram. Shot crams are super fun.
Lewis is from the UK, has joined the chat.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Lewis.
A different Michael, never threw knives, but slugged many arrows. Good to know about saw blades. I got so many sitting around and want to go into throwing knives.
Get yourself a heavy duty sander. Get yourself an angle grinder. A bunch of sandpaper grit. This is all I use, and I make a bunch of knives. And it has Velcro, so I can switch up the sandpaper grit, and I just grind away. I got my mask on and my safety glasses on. I grind away and I make every type of design I want. I made lightning bolts. You can make anything you want, man. And this is all I use. This is it. That's great about knife throwing too, because it's an inexpensive hobby. It's an inexpensive sport. I mean, it's probably the least inexpensive thing out there. You can go on Amazon and buy yourself these knives, 6 of them for, I think it's 30 or 40 bucks, 6 of them. And you can make them into anything you want. That knife I just showed you used to look like that. Now it looks like this. You can do anything you want with steel. You make it the way you want it. 2 at once. You can grab your knife too, and you can throw by, they call this no reloading. So I threw one, but I have another one, right? And I have 2 more. Oh. Oh. Let me get a little bit, let me take that a little more seriously.
Lemon Lime Ghost, welcome to the chat. There's your shout out.
There you go, brother. All right, we got 3 knives in my hand. You make it like steps. So when you grab them, you're throwing one at a time. Same thing with the other hand. Nobody should convince you this should be used in combat. No matter how cool it looks, this shouldn't be used in combat. No way at all. But it's pretty cool to do. And for all those people out there that think they're freaking awesome at it, you gotta test yourself. So I did. I threw that way. And I was number 1. There's my certificate. I'm number 1 on the list, throwing 6 knives at 0.95 seconds. Joshua Torrici right on top. 6 knives, degree 5. And I did that 274 times in a row without dropping a knife. People were doing that for years. I showed up after a month. I did it. Not the hater count. And yes, there's a hater count, man. I had to update that a few times. But
Nessie, not the hater count.
the hater count.
So Michael Joyce has a question. I got all of it ready to go. How much effect does an unbalanced blade have over a balanced blade?
Well, I think a balanced blade is easier to throw than an unbalanced blade. But I started off with an unbalanced blade so that I would get really good. When you throw no spin, and I'm regarding no spin, you know, this is a handle heavy knife. So you want to challenge yourself. You want to learn how to cancel that spin. Handle heavy knives want to rotate. That weight wants to rotate. So your finger has to cancel that rotation when you throw it. When you throw it, it's coming, you gotta almost push, almost, slightly, very fine details. And if you can learn how to stop a heavy handle knife from rotating, you're gonna be able to throw any knife. So this is one of my favorite designs. It's center balanced. It's not front heavy or handle heavy, it's center balanced. I can throw this thing amazing. But that's because I put all my training in the beginning with a knife that's harder to control. So if you have a front heavy knife or a handle heavy knife, both of them I would say would work. I would stick with a handle heavy knife, but I think you'll get the same results with a front heavy knife. I think it's just more useful with a handle heavy knife because most knives have guards and grips, G10 handles, you know, all those Markita handles. That makes every knife mostly handle heavy. So if you start with a handle heavy knife, you're gonna probably be able to throw any knife. And I can throw any knife. That's the experience that I've experienced. So that's the knowledge I'm gonna pass on to you. Let's see if I can get that bottom one. Oh, right in it. Dead center. Top one. Both cards. Oh, you got some peanut butter chocolate chip cookies?
I got the toffee bit ones.
We got center cut. I hit both cards. I love hitting different. It helps you not damage your knives when you can put cards up there. It's better than spray paint. It's cheaper than spray paint. You can move your targets. You can't move spray paint. I would recommend you guys getting a staple gun and getting cards. If you're aiming for the bullseye, and you have 6 knives, they're gonna hit each other, they're gonna burr up and ruin. So if you can put cards in 3 different areas, you're gonna spread out your knives and you're gonna get better. Your skills are gonna get better.
So Michael Joy says, perfect, thank you, bro. I'll keep that in mind and build a handle heavy knife and learn to control it. I love a challenge, sometimes too much.
I love a challenge too, man. I'm addicted to challenging.
Michael Bryce says, that's an impressive throwing, damn. Sorry, there's a couple questions here.
Yeah, you just let me have them.
Dylan says, I'm a welder and I was experimenting with heat treating Ninja Stars. Do you ever heat treat? Or anile? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I don't heat treat, but I have a little bit of knowledge in it. You'd have to do, to get a certain hardness, you want a flexible knife. You want, like spring steel is very good. So it's flexible. It's going to bend. It's not going to snap. So you want to get a certain hardness for throwing knives that isn't too hard, but not too soft. You want to kind of find that balance. I can't give you the exact temperature, but you can always reheat treat your knives. Yeah, I dropped the big fart there. I don't know if you heard. But you can always reheat treat your knives, right? So if you made a mistake, you might want to throw it in the oven, get it to a certain temperature again, and then dunk it in some water afterwards. But I'm not the expert at that. I would just say, do the research, find out the right hardness that you want to get your knives at. And I say, right, for knife throwing, it's a balance in between hard and soft. You want it right in the middle. That's kind of the best I can give you. You got to find a way to get your knives right in the middle. I'd rather my knives bend, and I can bend them back to true, than for them to snap and break.
Joshua Stafford says, love the Joshua verse.
Yes, brother. God bless you.
Parker says, dude, you kind of look like Lil Wayne.
Really? Do I really look like Lil Wayne?
Nessie wants to know, why don't they have handle grips?
I hit my knife.
Nessie wants to know, why don't your knives have handle grips?
Because they're throwing knives. I can throw knives with handles, but these are throwing knives. So throwing knives need to slide out of your hand like a bullet slides out of the barrel of a gun. You got to make your fingers like a barrel. So if there's less friction, less in your way, it's going to slide out your hand better. So these are all throwing knives. They might look like a knife with a blade, but they're not sharp. I can throw sharp knives, and I like sharp knives to throw for EDCs, everyday carries, because they're going to penetrate better. But for practice and, for competition, your knives are just pointy. And there's no guard. It's just a flat piece of steel, kind of like a full tang knife without the handle. And it's going to fly out your hand way better. Bullseye. I love getting a bullseye when you get into the zone and you start chatting and then all of a sudden, bullseye. So I can throw any knife. I'll show you. I'll show you right now.
Joshua says, God bless you, brother, and your family. Thank you for choosing to serve.
No, man. In the Bible, you get a lot of encouragement to become a soldier. Joshua was a soldier. And for me, it really was a good place for me to fit in. And I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. So this is a knife. It's got a live edge. Shave off some hair. A big Bowie looking knife, like a kukri. I've designed this myself and had a custom maker do what I say. And it's meant for throwing. Weird shape. Definitely doesn't look like that.
Oh, sorry. Dylan says, thank you for your advice and thanks for your service.
No problem.
You answered his question.
Is that Dylan?
Yeah.
Much respect, brother. Appreciate that. So I'll throw this just like I throw any other knife. Oh, don't worry. That was pointing in. I just have a hard target. And I don't care who you are. I wouldn't want that thrown at me. Oh. Because this knife is heavier. Oh. That's how much was penetrated in. I don't even need to put my finger where it was. You'll see all the wood. That's how deep that thing went into ashwood. So any knife, once you get, don't rush into this type of stuff. You'll get there, but just stay patient in throwing one knife for a while. Get good at it at a close distance and slowly make your way back. And you'll eventually be able to throw any knife like a bullet. That was a bullseye throw. If you guys slow that down and actually look at it, that was bullseye. But my bullseye is destroyed. There's the bullseye. There's the bullseye.
Leon's Fix It Shop says that's crazy. He also said hello from the UK.
UK. Nice, man. I got a few friends out in the UK. Awesome to see another one here. Much respect. That's my stance. I like throwing like this. It zeroes in. This one is definitely harder to stick on this target, but it's also very thick. If this was soft wood, that would have, all those would have hit. Oh man. But every throw is dead bullseye. Like every throw. Let's pin a can with this knife. Right? Just so you guys can see that it's not the cans, it's not the knife, I mean, it's the skill involved.
I can't pronounce this one word, but Ninja Man says, I started with butter knives. As my name suggests, I moved up to Star Shurikens in Kunai. I don't know how to pronounce it. Kunai? Okay, Kunai knives. And hello from PA.
Butter knives, yeah, man. You can grab yourself a butter knife and throw it. That's the joy of throwing knives. It really does. You don't need anything extravagant. Start off with butter knives. Grab a butter knife from your mom's little drawer. Go outside and pick a tree and throw at it. You know, be careful of lighter knives. The weight, they'll ricochet back at you. So you gotta be careful.
Joshua says, wood takes the hits until it doesn't. Funny thing about it.
Yeah, brother. Is that a question?
No. Joshua said wood takes the hits until it doesn't.
Exactly.
That's the funny thing about it.
Yeah, the wood won't last forever.
Leon's Fix It Shop says, cheers, bro. I love the Least We Forget flag.
Thank you, man. Much respect to that.
Salutes with it.
I put a recent short video out to show how you can save your targets, prolong the life of it. Maybe you guys want to check that out. I put a metal steel strap around it. So if you wet your target, which you should, and then it dries, it will split. So to make it not split or slow down a split that already started, you might want to check out that short. So you know, I had to pay for my targets, and I don't want to have to keep paying for targets every week. So putting that strap around it, I know has already helped. So you may want to check that video out.
Michael Joyce says, dang, you have a great control. I seen that stop mid-stride at the can.
Thanks, man. I'll hit this can. And I'm using a weird knife right now, but I actually like this knife for throwing. As weird as it looks for a throwing knife, it works for me.
Anthony's Amazing Fudge says, much respect, bro, for teaching us this info. Means a lot, bro, and thank you for your service.
Much respect to you, man. I would love to hang out with you and eat the fudge you make. Ooh, I was chasing it. I wasn't getting the can to the target, so I had to catch the can in the air and bring it to the target.
Robert is an American living here in Thailand. We got some crazy blades here in this high country.
Yes, Thailand they have a very different legal system to make blades. And a lot of the knives that I can get come from there. That's really cool that an American would decide to live in Thailand. Did you find a girl there?
Maybe he's there teaching English or something.
Maybe you're there teaching English?
Missionary? Who knows?
Oh, I was just above it. It landed right here.
Thank you, Anthony Amazing Fudge. He says, everyone like and subscribe.
Yes, brother. I would never ask. If I do, it's once in a blue moon, literally. But thanks, man. You know, I know that it's huge. The more we can get here, the better it's gonna be. But the first 1,000 people, you guys are OGs. Oh, that was dead bullseye.
Close.
The knife does not like to go in the bullseye.
Caden says you look like my dad.
I've heard that a few times. Guy from my ship, he really likes me because I look like his dad. Which is really weird because I'm not old. I'm in my mid-30s.
Robert says, yes, I married a beautiful Thai lady. Congratulations.
Congratulations, brother. For some reason, I knew something kept you there like that. I had a slight understanding of that. But I'm very happy for you, man. Having a good woman in your life can definitely make a man stronger than he ever would be. I do.
Ferris Muhammad says, be cautious. Don't use hardest target board. It might reflect a knife towards you.
Absolutely. Light knives can ricochet like crazy. But I've been doing this for 6 years, and I have no problem throwing at a hard target. That's how I trained. But anybody new to this, you definitely gonna have to be a little more cautious if you're throwing at a hard target, and if you're throwing light knives. Whenever you hit your knife on the side, it's gonna ricochet like a boomerang at you. If you hit it flat here, it's not too bad unless your knife is light. But anywhere on the side, oh, you gotta watch out. That thing can come at you like a bullet.
Martello joined the chat. He was on your last live and subscribed last time.
What? Oh, I want to get it to land. That was almost done. Oh, yeah. It doesn't take me long to pin that can. I don't know. That one took me maybe 10 throws. But again, this knife, oh, it's right in there. Look at that. It's like Jaws. Look at this. Look at this. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. That thing.
Blue crush shark.
That thing was in there like crazy. Lemon Lime Ghost. That's a cool name. I kind of like that.
Yep, gave them a shout out. They asked for one.
Right? Would you want that thing thrown at you? Look at that gouge. So that's a real knife, right? You can throw anything. Once you get good, if you stay patient, you master the basics. Yes, master the basics. Some people out there will convince you that nobody can master anything. But then why is the word master created? Why is it a word? People just don't want to give you the satisfaction of getting somewhere they can't. Don't let anyone tell you can't do something. Don't let anyone hold you back. Push yourself, challenge yourself, keep pushing forward and bettering yourself by raising the goal, raising the bar. Don't settle for second best. Okay? Push yourself. Have the right mentors in your life and freaking get yourself going.
Okay,
Is that too much?
No. Michael Joyce, there's quite a few comments here. Michael Joyce says, thank you for your service, bro, as well. My dad was Army, got honorable discharge back in the Gulf War. Much respect for you,
The
brave
Gulf
men.
War, just like my uncle, the Persian Gulf War. My uncle served in it. Came back alive. Much respect to those soldiers. Much respect to the past, present, and future soldiers. What's his name?
Michael Joyce.
Michael Joyce, shout out to you, bro. Much respect. This is how I throw my knife, because this is how in the military I hold my weapon, right? I like showing that because this is the most tactical way to hold a knife. In my opinion, there's just no better way. You want to have a bunch of knives in your hand, you want to have one knife in your hand. You're going to be better at your aim if you just hold your knife like this. And then when I switch it out. It's just like a magazine deploying a new bullet. Ready to go. Got the next one. As I'm throwing, I've already deployed my next one. As I throw, my hand is trained to get this one loaded. So I just rest it in my knuckle in case I don't want to throw it. And I got my other one ready. And I got my other one ready. Just like something I relate to, that I'm already good at, that I already do, since I've been 16 years old, even younger. Because I did a lot of water gun fights and Nerf gun fights. And I swear, I was holding those water guns like I was a soldier. And I was kicking all the neighborhood kids' butts. So this, you just pick something that you're good at, naturally good at, and when you get to doing it, you're going to be better. Whether it's throwing or anything.
Okay, so I read the one about Michael Joyce. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Thank you, Anthony. I'm trying to keep up with comments.
My wife's doing a great job.
Ghost says, I'm back. Robert says, did you know the U.S. Navy SEALs train with Thai SEALs in southern Thailand in jungle warfare?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We don't have that type of stuff in America or Canada, so we have to go
and train
make allies with other people. Canada has a lot of different areas we go to train to, and a lot of people like to come to our place because we have the Arctic, we have winter warfare, and a lot of people want to know how to train there too, which we have. Pretty much 4 seasons of winter in the Arctic.
Martello says Canadian Navy is basically U.S. Marines.
Wow, I'm in the Canadian Navy right now, man, working with them.
Martello was he soaked a couple lives ago.
I remember Martello. Martello's the man.
He's back.
You'll get yourself a what do they call it? A file. So if you have a burr, you can get rid of that really easy. And you can get back to throwing. Because if you got a burr and you keep thinking you can throw, you're going to cut your hand open. Anybody new to throwing, get yourself a file. You can get them for really dirt cheap. All right, let's throw some. Watch, I'll show over. It's like they call this the clockwork. What's that show as a kid? The Big Comfy Couch. And I know it's just weird, but this girl put her leg on all the hours of the clock. Do it with your hand. So you start at 12 o'clock, right? And then you go to 1 o'clock, and then you go to 2 o'clock, and then you go to 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then you go right down to 6 o'clock. Boom! And you just do that with each of your hands. If you do that with both hands, you're a pro. Because I can't. I can only do that with one hand. All no spin. You can throw no spin so many different ways. I think the more dominant way to throw no spin is overhand. A lot of people get jealous because it's more accurate, more powerful, more consistent than throwing to the side. It just is. You can add more power coming over top. You can get more of a windmill, like a whip. If you want to get a whip, boom, you're going to come over top. You're not going to come underneath. You want to throw?
I'm warming up my knives right now. They're cold.
I know. When I had the fire going, I would put some of my knives there.
Yeah. Michael says, amen, brother. May they not be forgotten, the ones who never made it. Rest in peace, knowing that they gave their all their freedom. To all the soldiers, I have massive respect.
Man, same with me.
Yeah.
Much respect to what you just said there. Well said. See those bullets? Those were all about 5 meters. From 5 to 3 meters, I can pretty much throw the same without changing my mind anything. I don't even have to think about it. When I get to 6, 7 meters, especially 7 meters, because 6 meters, I can still throw the same way. But I'm telling you, 7 meters is a total different game. In the way I would throw, 7 meters, I gotta take a bigger step forward, and I just throw a lot different. You can still be consistent in it. There's a slight change, but I know from experience, there's a little bit more that I have to change up than going from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Once I get to 7, there's a little bit more I gotta change up.
Bernadette wants to know, what's the small axe on the side there? It's the one you had up earlier. While you showed them that,
I custom made this axe
do a couple
here.
throws.
This one, I can't get these knives stuck in this target. I can't. This target's too hard, and these axes are just not made right. So I tried to make this one where the tip is a little bit more pointy. It's more aggressive. The blade is more sharp, but it's so thick. Like that's like 9, 10 millimeters thick. And that's just not going to stick in. I would have to bring this down even more right here to get that into the target. But this thing is, it's a fun knife to throw no spin. When I get outside, because I'll bring these lives outside. When the rain isn't happening, I can go outside and we can get this going. Please, ready? Get an AC 130, only $165 million per unit. Man, that's a sweet deal. I love all comments, man. All comments are welcome. All comments. Yeah, this is a Trident axe. It's super weird to throw here. I'm also going to modify this to be a lot more deadly. I'm going to bring all of these these are going to come down, so all these are going to be sharper and pointier. I'm going to make this more aggressive. This is going to turn out to be a deadly. And I'm going to throw this no spin as well. Rotation. This thing's just going to be a deadly zombie weapon. If zombies were coming, I would give this to my wife. And I would be like, you just freaking go.
Throw.
Not throw, just hold it in your hand. Because backwards you can hit people, forwards, sideways, you don't have to think.
I meant to say swing. Sorry.
You just swing like a baseball bat and this thing is going to hurt. Yeah, we're getting to the end of this one. We're going to wrap it up soon. Me and the wife are having a good time. We've been throwing for probably about 4.5 hours today.
I'm cold.
Get your warm up. There's 110 people watching right now, so get your warm up. We got 55 likes. Wow, you guys rock. I was expecting 5 likes, let alone 55 likes. What? Oh man, right in the
Thunk life.
good throw, but right in the thunk life.
Yeah, it's pretty straight there.
56 likes. No, I don't drink much, man. I'm like my dad. I kind of grew up looking like him. If you do a lot of work, you can enjoy maybe 1 or 2 beers. That's about it. You don't want to be too crazy with the wine and the beer. That's why I can throw, and you'll never see me tipsy. You'll never see me slurring the words. Like, it's all good. People who drink too much and do this type of stuff, yeah, they're going to get hurt, and you can't do it. Nice throw. Nice bullseye there. I don't encourage anybody to drink. I don't encourage anybody to smoke. I'm a very healthy, and I would rather everybody focus on their health, their sleep, and their exercise. Or a 10 Thunderbolts. Some are $18.8 million. Okay, $18.8 million. That's not too bad.
Sounds reasonable.
I mean, I'll go to the bank and I'll ask for a loan and see if that works. We got Froggy VR with how you doing, man? Froggy, it sounds like I know you, but you do have a Montreal Canadian symbol. So, ooh. But it's much better than having a Florida Panthers symbol. How are you, man? I'm doing pretty good tonight. Anytime I get to throw with my wife, it's a better time. She's been throwing a lot more lately, and it's just been awesome. It's Chandler! Chandler! Yo, buddy, how you doing? I'm doing good. All right, I haven't seen your name before on here, so now that I know, that's awesome. Yo, we got Froggy from Canadian Tire. So Martello's the guy from Canadian Tire that I met. I told you that we talked.
Martello is?
Martello's the guy from Canadian Tire. Or Froggy's from Canadian Tire. From the Canadian Tire, it says Froggy. Martello modifies, says Froggy from the Canadian Tire. And Froggy VR says, this is my YouTube channel. So that's probably Chandler. But I think Martello's the guy from...
I like Chandler uses peanuts.
And then we got Michael Joyce. Man, I'm glad I found y'all's channel. I'm subscribed now. So I'll be seeing you often. Man, I'm glad. That's awesome. Especially when you throw a God bless y'all. Y'all, that's exactly what I know. That when you say something like that, you know. The truth out there sets people free. The truth out there is super important.
Yeah,
And if we can spread it without being afraid of all these people trying to suppress our beliefs, then the better it is. Stay strong, endure to the end. Don't worry about this life. Our reward is for us in the next life.
Yeah, see, I thought Martello was the one we were talking about with God one time.
I don't know. IDK Chandler, like the name Chan, the man. Should you be nicknamed? Yeah, he's Chan Burger.
He doesn't like us calling him that.
God bless y'all. I'm going to finish the comment from Michael because it was awesome. It's 9:43 where he is in Florida. I was just in Fort Lauderdale with the military, meeting up with the Leadette law enforcement in Florida. And I've got to get up at 5 a.m. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow there, Mike. Appreciate you stopping by. No, he doesn't like Chamburger, so we're gonna let that one go. I think it's a cool one. Put a card up there, yeah. We got 2 right there, and the stable gun right there. Martello is from WA. Ooh. Washington? Is that Washington or is that Wisconsin? Wyoming? Those are the 3 ones I would guess. Yeah, we're in Canada, IDK. I don't know. We're in Canada, Nova Scotia, East Coast.
Dude, this is like
61 likes. That's incredible. The wife loves to aim for a card. Washington. It was the first one. I knew it. I know my 52 states. I try to like, me and my friend in high school used to like sit there and try to name the 52 states just for fun. We'd smoke a joint and we'd be like, what's the 52 states? I don't smoke anymore and I don't recommend anybody ever starting that, but that's what I did when I was a kid. Stupid kid.
So that is Chandler across the street?
Guns Blazing sub. Thank you, brother. Kalakuko. I am Colorasurio. I switched to Edmonton. Yeah, get on the bandwagon, Chandler. I'm there too with you. Martello, I apologize. That sounds a little difficult for me. Colorasurio. I've never seen that before. What country is that from?
Calaswea or something?
No, it ends in an CIO. So Calasio.
Isn't it?
Oh, there's a bug. Gotta get that. Gotta get that bug sometimes. Gotta protect your wife. I'm an export business with the Rizzuto. The Rizzuto! Oh my goodness! Yeah! Man, my head. Yeah, it's been a long couple days. This was the one that wanted not to be. He was a hater. He started off as a hater.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah.
It ended up being family.
Yeah, my family, the Ragusas. He brought 3 friends over, and one of them was the Ragusas, and that's where my family line came from. My nonna, she was the Ragusa side. My nonna, he was Tortorici. But with Vito Rizzuto, it was definitely Ragusa side. Awesome. There's a book made about that. I grabbed that book. I passed it to my cousin. My cousins suck. They don't talk to me. They're just weird kids. They're really weird kids. Trust me. I don't know how else to say it. Let's just leave it at that. Karen and Laura and Michael, the weirdest kids in the world. Anyways. Oh, this is the cousin I was talking to you about. Yeah, yeah, whatever. They took my book from me and they never gave it back. Yeah, man, I have a lot of knives in the background there. I have a lot of knives inside. A lot of axes, shock crams. I got a lot of weird stuff. Something that you guys probably never seen before. I'll show you these. They're called throwing arrows.
Oh yeah, those things.
I won these, and they're fun. Anybody can throw them. You're at a kind of a lawn dart. No, these are like arrows. You know, you can hold it wherever you feel comfortable. And you just kind of launch them into the target. Super weird, but they work. They're really cool. I threw these from like 30 feet and stuck them. They're fun. Really cool things, I tell you. When you get into knife throwing, you'll see a lot of things out there. that you can get your hands on.
Chandler says that's really cool.
Chandler's the man. You can get yourself cleavers. Like the guy from Gangs in New York.
Oh yeah.
You get yourself a cleaver. And you can throw the cleaver. I can throw this thing no spin. And it can this tip here is so aggressive, it will go in that target. And I just hold it like this and I throw it. And it slides out my hand and this triggers it to not spin. Super awesome. When my wife gets out of the way, I'll display that for you.
I'll get out of the way.
It's so heavy, this thing doesn't ricochet. Lighter knives ricochet more. This will ricochet, just not as dangerous. And I can throw it pretty good. Just as long as that tip goes in there, good to go.
I don't know says have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
I don't know. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate ya. Hard target, but it still is fun to throw. Oh, like a bullet still. I would not want me throwing this at me. I would not want me throwing this at me.
Shane Oliver says, I need your help.
What's
If you have
up,
any
Shane?
questions, throw a question out.
Let me know, Shane. Let me know I'm here for you, brother.
Martello says it's 9:53 where he is. It's 10:53 here. We're an hour ahead of you.
Good night. Clips says good night. Martello, it's 9:53. What is it where we are?
10:53.
10:53. Just an hour ahead. Wait, it's definitely night. Melanie Pillone came on. Remember her?
Yeah.
Yo, what? That's the first person that I know that showed up. What's going on, Melanie? I don't even think you're a Met Tech anymore.
Pillone?
Melanie Pillone. I think you fixed her hair up once.
I think I have her on Facebook.
French. Yo, good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Obviously, I'm a knife thrower. I do a YouTube channel. That's really funny that you stopped by. There's maybe been one or two people from the military that stopped in my life.
My post on Facebook.
I think Henderson, he stopped by. Bercier, he stopped by. These might be guys in the military you might never have seen. Martello's a good guy though. You guys should hook up. Martello's throwing a Melly Pilon with a heart.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like giant darts, man. They're like giant darts. Giant arrows, really. We got Martello at 6:53 where he is. So he's like 3-4 hours behind us. Yeah, my wife posted this in the Facebook. That's how you found it. Melanie, hit the subscribe button, yo. Hit the subscribe button. Let me throw a couple of the cards with you. You go? No, I'll go. Yeah.
Stop.
Okay, that's the last time.
Chandler's on.
That's the last time then.
I'm gonna mess up.
No, you're not. You shouldn't be.
Really?
You shouldn't be. We throw these things like bullets. I try to throw it without spinning the knife, so when I throw this thing, it just slides out my hand and it just goes like a bullet towards the target. Kind of like that.
We're gonna wait a couple minutes.
Now the bottom. I got 2 cards, almost a third one. I try to throw these things harder than anyone in the world. I didn't know you shared this on your Facebook.
Well, we're live.
Because you knew you were going.
No, I posted that you hit your 1K.
Oh, you did, eh?
Yes.
Look at Silas right now.
Smiling.
Look at this guy. We hit 1,000 subscribers, bro. This is the live. We hit 1,000 subscribers, buddy.
He's like, oh, okay.
You ain't that. I'm not a weather witch. I'm a weather warlock.
She's saying she's a weather witch.
Yeah, you're not the only coolest weather witch. I'm the weather warlock. I'm the coolest weather warlock.
Weatherman. We ain't a warlock either.
Well, the warlocks are men. Witches are women. I know. I like to forge. Trey, I like to design my own knives. If I can get already forged knives, billets of steel, that's better for me. And then I'll play around with that steel. Good job, 2 cards, boom, sniped. But yeah, forging, I have a lot of friends that forge, and I can learn a lot from them. Yeah, I've been sailing. For the last 9 months. I've been gone for 6 months. I've been sailing a lot. I'm the highest ranking Army Met Tech there is right now. I don't want to sail. I want to be in some Army base somewhere. I want to represent the Army in Ottawa or something. I don't want to be sailing much longer. Like, I got a family. I don't want to be away from them so much. I want to be home. I mean, I can sail for a little bit longer. I'm about to go to a frigate. I'm about to go to the St. John's. I'm then about to, like, I'm going between 3 different ships in the next year. In the next 4 months. 3 different ships in the next 4 months. Going from APOVs to frigates, back to APOVs. I don't know. A lot of people that are doing the Navy right now, they don't got families. They could have a wife, or they can be, with a significant other, but they don't have kids. I got 2 kids. I'm doing it. I do it, and I don't complain. There's people out there that have not really done any deployments, and when they get posted to the Navy, they complain. They get out of it, and it's like, I'm not one to complain. I do it. I freaking do it. And then at the end of it, I'm like, hey, I did it. I don't want to sit here for 5 years, 6 years, 4 even years. Give me my 3 years. Give me my warrants. I'm out of here. I shouldn't have to sit here for 7 years as a sergeant. How many people stay sergeant for 7 years? I just never complain. And I know that hurts me in the end, but I'm not one to complain. I just freaking do it. I don't feel like complaining as a man is something a man should do. I just freaking do it. Look at those 2 cards. Look at that.
Done.
Snipe. All those cards went in. All the knives went into the card there. Yeah, that's how it is for me. I have 20 years now in the military, so even if I don't complain, I've been pretty good. My family's been pretty happy, right? So 5 years left.
Do what we gotta do.
That's 2 knives at once.
I used to be able to throw 2 knives at once. That was the... What were those they used to throw 2 at once?
Vengeance. I can do it with the vengeance, yeah.
I ain't trying out these.
Yes, that's right. 10 years as a sergeant? That's crazy. There's people that are sergeants after 8 years in the military. That's freaking, to me, you're getting the same amount of money as me, and you've only been in the military for 8 years. You've never been posted, you've never been on a deployment, and you're a sergeant after 8 years. I don't know. Some people in our trade just don't deserve what they have. I don't care. At the end of the year, you want to look at me and say, you've got a sergeant and you're deserving of that, and you've been in the military for 8 years. You have never been posted. You didn't even do alert. You haven't even done a month of deployment for like Opna Nook or Opna Nalavet. You have not even done any of those, and you're a sergeant. You have no medals on your DEUs. Oh man, I wouldn't be able to handle that. Single mom now. Melanie, I'm sorry to hear that. You be the best mom you can be. Your kids are your number 1 priority. Snipe those cards, babe. We're going to wrap this up shortly here, and the wife and I are going to go in. she's got to work early. I got to stick around with the kids. The kids have been sick, so I got to be daddy. Melanie, you're a weather girl? There you go. Lightning bolt. I designed it. I love throwing lightning bolts. When you're in the meteorology and then you can make a knife that looks like a lightning bolt, you are Zeus. It's pretty freaking cool. I'll pin one more can and we'll call it a night. And I'll pin it with my lightning bolt. Because my wife loves that.
What?
When I pin a can.
Yeah, I do.
With a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Oh, almost right away. Almost right away. There's a lot of wood in this. Good. Something fell out. As I hit the can. I love hitting moving targets. That's my thing. That's my jam. You want to get good at something, you gotta push yourself to the next level. That's the next level. And when you can do it within 3 throws, 10 throws, boom! What I'm talking about! That's what I'm talking about! Babe, that's what I'm talking about!
That's what he's talking about.
It is satisfying every single time I throw out a can.
Melanie says, cheers, nice to reconnect. I think I met your wife at Dooley's.
You absolutely have. Guaranteed. I've been with her for married for 10 years, together for 12 years.
Almost 14.
12 years, married for 10. 100% on that. That's how you pin a can. That's how you destroy. That's how you destroy a moving can. Love hitting moving targets. Love it. We married in 2014, and we were together since 2012. Because I got in the military in 2008.
Gagetown 2011, she said.
Right around 2011, 2012, yeah. I swear, I wouldn't want one of those thrown at me, even the ones that miss. Let me see if I can hit those cards.
Martello, you're freaking Melanie out. It's enough out of you.
You're gonna get commenters that are just gonna.
Oh, Melanie Martello, 2025. Not paying attention. That a girl.
Oh, those things are in there. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. There's one in the card. There's two. Way off. Oh, way off. Let me get in there. Oh. That would have been nice to hit all of them. Are you feeling it, babe?
Yeah.
I wish I had my other burger. Oh. Everybody that let me, get to that 1,000 subscribers today. Y'all rock. I honestly appreciate it. It's not a cliche. You know, I'm not trying to be like that. Trust me, I appreciate it. Subscribers, I'm going to try to remember your names. The ones that commented, the ones that have been there to motivate me and push me. I'm going to do my best to remember you no matter where this channel goes. Everyone beyond that, I'll do my best. But those first 1,000 subscribers, you got a soft spot in my heart. You've been there. You've been there for all my lives, all my videos. You've been freaking awesome. I just can't. I wouldn't be happy with myself if I forgot you when you commented. So I'm going to do my best to always remember you. So anything you need, I'm going to be on every week. You hit that notification bell because randomly, I've never been on Sunday live. I've never been on a Monday live, but randomly I have been. Normally I'm on live every Saturday. Every Saturday unless I'm deployed. I'm deployed all of June, at the end of August, September, all of September, and a little bit of October. So I'm deployed in the next few months, and every chance I get, I'm going to be on. I have a lot of content, a lot of trick shots, a lot of cool videos coming out. Kind of like vlogs of me doing a thing every day, kind of trick shots with my wife. Videos trying to give a lot of knowledge about self-defense, how to throw a knife properly, get the most power possible, all that type of stuff. Just trying to give a bunch of information out to you guys and share it. So appreciate everybody. Stick around. This is going to be a freaking channel, I tell you. I know it.
The fudge guy says you can't forget the fudge guy.
You can't forget the fudge guy. I won't. Even if you were the 1,001 subscriber, I'm not going to forget the fudge guy. You know what? I would probably, at a certain point, expect some fudge sent my way.
Ethan said I subscribe to you, my best bro.
I'm just saying, Ethan, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Everybody that's subscribing, I appreciate it. I'll never ask. Like I said, if I had 200 subscribers, I'd be happy.
Martello says knife doing business with you.
Yes, anybody who wants to do business with me, I'm a very business-oriented guy. Martello, you know what I mean. Italians usually are business-oriented people. I look at my hobby as a business, and I'm having fun with it, and I'm welcoming people into my business. Y'all running parts of it. We're all having a good time. I think we are. I think I'm trying to be as entertaining as possible.
Night, Melanie.
That knife came back to me because it was like, yo, you're not supposed to miss me. There we go. So at the end of the day, as I always say, what you're going to do is grip it and stick it and hit it. Have a good one, everybody. God bless.